The FBI is predicating the investigation on predetermined criteria set forth by the Crossfire investigative hurricane, that investigation. Now, the Crossfire hurricane, right, that's part of it. And Strzok and Page, they're going to build off of the work of Strzok and Page. How about that one? These two, right, and their collusion to stop President Trump. May I see the text, right? All that back and forth. Wow, right in the middle. All right, so they couldn't stop him from getting elected, so they tried to stop him from being the president of the United States. Let's see, what else here? In May 2016, again, back to the fake news, a named member of the Trump campaign team indicated he was knowledgeable that the Russians made a suggestion to the Trump team that they, the Russians, could assist the Trump campaign with an anonymous release of information during the campaign damaging to the Clinton campaign. Now, that stuff we knew, okay? That's into the campaign. We knew about that, but they make it personal about President Trump himself, wittingly or unwittingly. Unwittingly? Let's go on. According to multiple open source reports, the Trump campaign intervened during the course of the GOP Platform Committee discussion on Ukraine in and up to the July 2016 Republican National Convention in Cleveland. Now, this had been discussed, right? I knew about this from the fake news. Oh, my goodness, President Trump had something to say about the platform of the Republican National Committee. The nominee is influencing the platform as if that's corrupt. They're watching the fake news, and they're making a federal case out of it. The Trump campaign members were able to amend the GOP platform language on U.S. support for Ukraine away from the provision of lethal defensive weapons to a more anodyne or harmless call for appropriate assistance. Now, we all know that the Trump administration ultimately gave Javelin anti-tank weaponry to Ukraine. But the FBI is burying their heads into political conversations that are taking place at a political convention. That's legal, and it's illegal for the FBI to go looking for stuff. Let's continue. The FBI assesses this platform change would be favorable to Russian interests following their annexation of Crimea. Okay, the FBI, these rotten cops are pretending that they are diplomats, State Department. Stay the hell out of it. It is incredible. Immediately after the RNC, Trump and his then campaign manager, Paul Manafort, publicly denied any involvement in softening the language on Ukraine. You know what? You're allowed to say stuff during politics. And also this, I'm not saying they did, but you're allowed to lie. It's actually not illegal. You're not allowed to lie under oath. And this wasn't a lie. But whatever it was not the business of the FBI. Let's see here. However, following the 2016 presidential election and inauguration, Trump's foreign policy advisor during the campaign, Jeff Gordon, told CNN that he pushed the platform change to align with Trump's views. Oh, my God! Call the cops! This guy wanted to reflect Trump's views in the convention, in the platform. And the FBI making a federal case out of it, a potential crime. They are the criminals. Absolutely. It's so kind of pathetic that we're getting Comey on the seashells, which is real. He threatened the president. But these are high crimes and misdemeanors. Absolutely. High crimes and misdemeanors.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.